Hey guys, it's Quinn here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Super Series Round 3. A Super Series is a little bit trickier, a lot more competitive than Sprint Series is, so we're going to be fighting from the mid-pack today. Hopefully we can put on something decent. I think our best Super Series result so far is something like 15th in the B main. Like I said, we're really trying to work up to that Super Series A main this year. So we had kind of a crummy qualifying. The Super Series qualifying is green, white, checkered, so you only get 2 laps to set your qualifying time. So I'm still struggling with that a little bit. We're definitely still trying to develop that qualifying pace. Let's go take a look at that first heat. Today we've got Heat 1, Heat 2, and our main race. Let's check it out. And just like that, off we go. We push off with that left foot. We are starting off 19th on the grid. We've got Abel Diaz right ahead of us in the 29 car. We're going to stick our nose up his inside. We're going to look for the move. We drop back in behind him, fall into line. As we go through, we really want to try to stay on the outside for this turn 2 and turn 3 complex. We're going to try to stick it up the inside of Joey Andrews here through turn 4. We're still too wide right now. We're really just trying to survive the chaos of these first few corners and kind of slot into our natural position. And that's going to happen now. We're going to hopefully be able to slot in after we get past the Sportivo hairpin. We've got a whole lot of traffic up ahead. We can see that 51 car with Roy Steele at the wheel, and maybe we're going to look for a move, but we got Joey Andrews right behind. He's pushing on us. He is going to be a big part of our race today. We throw the move on Roy Steele into the Monaco hairpin the first lap, and we're able to slot back up into 18th. Joey also makes it through. So both Joey and I move up 1 position on our first lap. We're going to skip ahead to lap 3, and as we turn the camera up ahead, we can see Abel Diaz in that 29 car again. We really are looking for a move on him. Before we get it done, though, Joey Andrews sticks it up our inside here, and he is going to kind of mess this move up for us. He's going to take the position. We move back down into our starting position of 19th. We're just going to have to stick our head down. Joey Andrews moves continuously up the field there, and we're behind Brian Min in the 32 car, just looking for anything we can get. There we go. We've got to move. We come out of the turn 4 there. We make it around both Frank Sue and Brian Min, and we are up into 17th as we come into the Sportivo complex. We hold on to it through Sportivo. They're going to push us down through. I'm pretty upset by that. They pulled us off of the group of cars up ahead of us, but looks like I'm going to be the best man out of that corner. And we're back up to Abel Diaz. Maybe we can finally get around Abel Diaz. We're on lap 7 of 10 for this first heat. We're going into the Long Beach hairpin. We're going to drop it in on the brakes. He sees us just in the nick of time. Definitely a dive bomb on our part, but great driving from Abel Diaz to avoid us. We're going to hold on to that position. Now we're on lap 8 of 10. We're going to turn it around. He's going to go for the move, and he takes it back, actually, on lap 8. We'll fall back into 17th position. We're going to try to drive around the outside of the horseshoe here. We don't quite have the pace. Bryant Min sticks it up the inside of the horseshoe there. He's looking for the position. Abel Diaz goes defensive, and on that defensive move, we're going to come right back in. We make just a hair of contact there. We're both going to survive that, and it's going to be a drag up. We're going to see if we can get around him before the start-finish straight is complete. We're right up side by side as we come into turn 1. We're going to try to hold it. I really like this move around the outsides of turn 2 and 3. So we're going to hold on to it here, and actually we get this move totally done before the entrance of turn 4, and we don't lose any time there. They make a little bit of side-to-side. The group behind us falls back on lap 9 of 10. You can see we're on the last lap, last corner of the race. Bryant Min comes out. We're going defensive. We come across his nose a little bit there. Didn't see him there. We're going to absolutely be a 3-way drag. You can see they both duck for that DRS right at the last minute there. We're going to come across the line 16th. That actually means we're going to be starting 16th in this second heat, so we're going to push off with the left foot like always. We're going to come ahead of Ernesto Sanchez for 1 position right off the start there. And as we come into turn 1, we got James Leeser on our left side. This is going to be a long battle with James up ahead. Frank Sue arrives on our inside. Looks like he might be looking for something. He just doesn't have it, though. Fortunately for us, we're going to hold it up the inside of James Leeser here as we come into this long kink. And we're going to try to keep him defensive. We don't want him to be on the racing line if we can help it as we come into the Sportivo complex. But he actually outraces me here, and he takes the position through Sportivo, so we're going to tuck in behind him. I look to try to swing back over, but before we can actually do that maneuver, we're parallel with him, so we can't get along his inside. He's going to take the inside, coming across Bryant Min there, and we're going to drive out of Long Beach looking for something. James Leeser has to tuck back in. Looks like we're going single file. We're going to skip ahead here to the end of lap 1, where we're going to get the run on James as we come across the start-finish line. He's going to try to hold us defensive, but we're not going to take it. In fact, we both just scoot right through on Jacob Reese there. I take 14th position. We're still on the outside here for turn 2, turn 3. You know I like this spot, so we're going to go up the inside of turn 4. He throws his hands up, but I was right on the apex there. That was my corner. We're going to come up here to Vlad Orlov here in 47. He has really been a challenge for me to pass in the past, and Frank Su really would like to try to, keep that the case. We're not going to be on Vlad Orlov for very long because we're going to be side to side here. James Leeser is mad. He's going to try to take that position back. He's feeling really racy. He's right on the back of Frank Su, and luckily for me, I'm on the inside there, and they push each other out. They get bound up together, and they both go deep. I'm going to tap my helmet and tell them to tuck in behind me. I really would just like to try to get my eyes on the cars up ahead. We reach Heather Perrin in the 25. Heather Perrin has been a big ally on the racetrack lately on the last few races, so I'm going to hope to push Heather up to Vlad. That's my thinking right now. It's lap 7 of 10. We actually do push her for about 2 laps before we see this happen, and then I'm gonna make the move around her because I'm thinking I've got more pace than she does to run up to Vlad. And you can see my car has got quite a healthy motor here. She's going to tuck in right behind me as we cross the line for lap 8. We're going to look back forward again. We can see Vlad's right up there, but we're not actually going to be able to catch him before it's over. We make it up into 12th position before the finish of the second heat. Starting at the top of the B main in 13th, you're going to want to stay to the end for this one for sure. We are right behind a good friend, Dmitry Krotikov, here in the 54, and we've got an even better buddy in Joey Andrews there in the 32 on the left, so keep an eye on Joey. James Leeser, our rival from the last race, sticks his nose right back up to where we saw him at the beginning of heat number 2. We can see a little bit of contact. Ooh, look at that, front to back there for Tony Whitehead looked like. And we're actually going to call that 3 positions, so we're going to move up from 13th into 10th there before we even get to the Sportivo corner. We can say, whoa, Frank Su turns it around there after a big pile up there with Joey. All ran into the rear of me on the brakes. We can see Dmitry Krotikov here in the 54, and we're going to stick it up alongside of him into Monaco. We're going to have the position. Give a little bit of a nudge to Heather Perrin, absolutely by accident. I show her a hand. She wasn't looking at me, but that was for Heather. And we come around the horseshoe here. We're looking for more. We've made it all the way up into 9th from 13th, so it's +4 this first lap. Feeling really, really solid after this first lap. I'm feeling really racy, and I definitely can tell that the cart underneath me has got the motor for a result. So I'm really hoping for something good. We're going to skip up here into lap 4. Up ahead, we can see Albert Ye. We're sticking it up the inside Albert Ye there. He's another good buddy of mine. And we were hoping to work together with him a little bit, but I really felt like the kart had the pace. I was trying to get out ahead of this group as soon as I could. I noticed that I was getting caught up a little bit, so I'm really trying to get up ahead of Albert here. You can see we make the move down into Long Beach Hairpin. We're going to be side by side on the exit, but he's going to have the run. He's going to drag up around us. Definitely exited way quicker than we did, and he's going to choose Heather, tuck in behind him, and I am going to follow them through. So we are actually going to grab onto that. You can see we're holding it around the outside here. We're going to see if we can do a little bit of a switch back here on the 57, and we're going to pull this off really nicely. Pretty well executed, if I like to say so myself. Joey Andrews is going to follow us through, and we're now up into 8th position from our start in 13th, so we're feeling really good here on lap 5. As we come through Sportivo, we can see we're going to have to skip ahead to lap 6, and now we're actually going to introduce you to the Joey cam. Joey and I were actually near each other for quite a bit in this race, so we're going to have his perspective for a lot of this. We can see I'm sticking my nose up there. We're looking for a move on Albert Ye. I really would like to get around Albert Ye. He doesn't want me to. He's wagging his finger at me. Joey's actually going to give me just a little bit of a nudge there. It's pretty hard to see. There he goes. Gives me a little bit of a nudge. It's exactly what I need to get past Albert before we get into Sportivo. He's going to try to follow through. They're going to go side by side, and they make a little bit of contact, but Joey's got it. Joey was really, really hooked up through the Sportivo complex. So he makes it through behind, and we're going to come in behind Heather. Hopefully we can make a move on Vince Azua. We push Heather through. Vince Azua is another really good buddy of mine. We've been racing with him a lot lately. We're on his outside. We can see from Joey's view. We just don't have it to go around Vince's outside, but I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to drop it in on him. On the brakes here, we're going to go for the move. We drop it down, take the apex. I'm a little wide, touch side to side, wash him out. My bad, Vince. Sorry about that. Definitely lost him some positions there, and always terrible when that happens. But now we've got to turn our head forward. It's time to take a look at Heather. As you can see, we are desperately looking for a move on Heather Perrin. Joey's giving me the push, but I can feel him pushing. That means I know he's got pace. He's going to try to get around, so I move out of this move from Heather Perrin. I don't want to try to run over that curve and lose it to Joey and whoever's behind Joey. So we try to hook it up through the Sportivo complex again. And now I can tell that I've kind of got a run on her here. We're definitely reeling her in on all these straights, so it's just going to be a matter of choosing where we want to make the move. And I think we're probably going to be able to make it into the final corner of this lap on Long Beach. We can see her just up ahead of us there, and here we go. We're starting to reel her in, so she's a little bit defensive. You can see I'm setting the move up here. We're dropping it in on the brakes, and as we come through, she blocks it out, keeps Joey from making it through with us, but we're going to drive through the inside of Heather Perrin there in Long Beach. As we come through to lap 10, we're now running in 5th. So this has been a fantastic race. We're plus 8 so far. We've just got to hold on to this. As you can see, we're not close to the front pack. So it's going to be maximizing this result. I'm not going to catch these guys ahead of us in 2 laps. But unhappily for me, Joey makes it by Heather. I was really sort of hoping that Heather was going to hold Joey up for a little while. He was absolutely flying today. And we're going to see that that's going to cause problems for me here up on lap 11. We come into the Sportivo complex. He's been faster than me through here all day. We come in. He backs the corner up, really sets it up nicely, carries a lot of speed through. I leave the apex open. He slots through in the apex. Incredible move through Sportivo there. I shouldn't have left him in the apex like that, and he absolutely capitalized on the gap. So we're going to bring it back on him into Monaco there. We make a little bit of side-by-side contact. He washes out a little bit. He's really looking for it. It's lap 11 of 12. He's been watching my line all race. He really has a good idea of kind of where I'm driving and where I'm going to go. So he's setting it up. We've got 1 lap left to do it. By the way, before I forget, make sure to go watch Joey's view from this race because he was there. He's got all this footage. It was really great. Subscribe to his channel. I'll make sure to put an annotation up here on the top right. But we come on to the last lap of the race. He is right on my bumper. We can see Albert and Heather are both less than 2 seconds behind, so we're both really trying to maximize this result. I'm running in 5th. He's running in 6th. We can see he's looking for a move in the same place as last lap through the Sportivo complex. I know what he did last lap. I'm not going to let him do it. I'm slowing this corner down a lot, and I'm really parking it on the line. I really don't want him to have an advantage on the exit here because he would definitely get me on the brakes in Monaco. He's great into Monaco hairpin. I'm super familiar that he's great into Monaco hairpin. So as we come out of Monaco, I still have it. I think I'm in a really good position here. I've just got to be reasonably defensive into Long Beach, and I'm thinking if I'm going to be defensive enough in Long Beach, we should have this position locked down. So as you can see, we're mid-track. I open it up a little bit too early here. He makes the move. It's going to be a drag. I tried to do an over-under on him, and we just don't have it. It looks like we're opening it up. We're going to see if we can get around. Maybe if we had 1 more lap, we would have done it, but Joey beats us out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and come check out our stream tonight, Wednesdays at 6 o'clock.